morning. It's day 2 of the Scottish Odyssey. I'm here at Belanoch viewpoint in Argyll. It's a part of Scotland I've never been to before, and it's very remote. It's empty, it's very quiet, it's totally quiet. All you can hear are the birds and the wildfowl, and it's completely still. There's no wind. The water is like a mirror. So above all, it's very peaceful here, and it's beautiful. As it now is dawn, I came here because I couldn't sleep. I came here specifically to this area because there are beavers in a nearby lake, but as I arrived last night, I saw one just on the water, but it was too dark to really see it. So this is a surprising find and a lovely way to start the morning, even if some more sleep might have been welcome. This is also very welcome. So beautiful. I can see some ducks, but no beavers. That's alright. My ferry from Oban is not until 11 o'clock, so I can wait, Mr. Beaver. I can wait. There he is. You can see the hide that I was in before in the background. There's Mr. Beaver. Off to do some work, I think. He's got a tree to gnaw on. Let's come back under. Now, bubbles on the surface caught my eye, so I knew there was a beaver swimming around. But on the day, I saw nothing. I just saw bubbles and then nothing. But if you can see now a brown submarine shape, you can see the beaver. And I completely missed this at the time, but only in editing did I see it. And I'm glad to have seen the creature so closely. And it was a lovely morning, but it was time to leave the beautiful Knapdale beaver trail and head up the road to Oban, and unbeknownst to me there was something to see on the way. Luckily just got a bit of action at the beavers. I don't envy wildlife photographers. You need a lot of patience, and you then get so excited when you see what you're looking for that you I almost fell out of a boat trying to capture a shot of the beaver. But anyway, I'm on the road to Oban, and on the road you pass through Kilmartin Glen. Here we are, and it seems to be it's an ancient site, I think, Neolithic maybe, and there are many sort of ruins, but these are the standing stones. Not the only standing stones in Scotland, but particularly beautiful here in the Kilmartin Glen, in amongst all these sheep. It's very green and it's a bonny morning. Yeah, they are just standing stones. Very picturesque, very, very picturesque, and it's lovely here. But history This is not my bag. This is too much for me.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the crab shed.
It's a lot of crabs.
Loads. Oh, sorry.
Crabs. I'm going to eat a bit in my sandwich in a minute.
Enjoy.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Without sleeping, it's morning. Are you leaving? But a story it is only begun. And are you willing to end? You promised me a feeling, something to believe in. You promised me a feeling, and I promised to be real.
This is a local crab sandwich that I got from the Green Shack that you saw in Oban. I'm feeling a little bit crabby now because of the change of plan. Truth be told, Mull was only going to be a stepping stone to visit the island of Iona, a special place I've been wanting to go to for 10 years or so, but unfortunately I was too late, and unless I wanted to stay on the island overnight, I couldn't get there and back in time. So because all my journey was planned quite tightly, I had to abandon that idea, sadly. But I can't complain because look at this. It's a wonderful view, the sun's out, and I'm going to tuck into this crab sandwich now for lunch, and then pick things up again in Tobermory. It's a tasty sandwich.
But our story, it has only begun. And are you willing to end? Promised me a few, something to believe. Promised me a few, and I promised to do. You promised me a few, something to believe in. You promised me a few. I promised to do.
Arrived in Tobermory. I've got half my sandwich still. The bus driver from Craigmure, I asked him, "Are you from Mull?" He said, "No." I said, "Where are you from?" "The Borders." I said, "I'm from the Borders." I said, "Where are you from in the Borders?" "Gala." I'm from Melrose, so it's a town like 3 or 4 miles from Gala. and actually he told me he was from Beavering Valley, which is a place we're going to go to because I want to speak about an author who is from there, and it's also a beautiful cycling destination, Edric and Yarrow. So quite a coincidence. I like a coincidence, and I've got one. And Tobermory, I was thinking about coming here just because it's scenic, but now we're here. It's a very nice place. Very nice place. Looking forward to going up and getting some cheese up in the farm. Well, this is where the cheese comes from. You can see the udders bursting with milk. These are happy cows. And why wouldn't they be grazing up here on these pastures? In summer, at least. Look at her, she is bulging. Beautiful. Look at this, we love sustainability, and this flowchart shows all the things they're doing at the ski brewer farm in order to be more environmentally friendly. And it's a beautiful environment. You can see here they've even got, despite having the most beautiful green pastures in the hills above Tobermory, this cheeky girl, she's having a bit of pudding, going for the bush, wrapping her tongue around this very tasty looking bush. And yeah, the cows were coming in to be milked. You saw earlier they had very full udders, so I'm sure it's a relief for them. But it does mean that there's some traffic.
You're going to be a bit stuck until they've all come up.
Had a very nice chat with those lovely American tourists, and then I headed into the farm shop and picked up some provisions for my journey, and you'll see me enjoying them in the next videos. But very nice staff there, so great destination. I highly recommend if you're on Mull going to the Ski Brewer farm, but it's hard to spell, so just search for Isle of Mull cheese. I then didn't have much time before the bus back to the ferry, so I headed back into town. This is the cherub. It was put here in 1883 to commemorate the installation of running water on the island of Mull, which was ahead of its time. And the first cup was taken by a 9-year-old boy, and he described the taste of the water as thoroughly soft and very wholesome. How is it?
Not bad actually.
Not bad?
After the day we've had, very good.
Fantastic. I'm here on the high street of Oban. It's been a long day. It's been a very long day since we saw the beavers this morning, and all that sustained me has been that crab sandwich and cupcake as well. So I'm absolutely ready for fish and chips, and Oban is the perfect place for fish and chips. There are three, I have on good authority, 3 very good chippies on this street, but I've heard the best one is this one, Nories. So let's go and find out. There we go. So what fish is this?
This is haddock.
Haddock, oh
This is a single haddock, which means it's got no bones in it.
Okay, and into the fryer?
Yep, fresh from the heads, right into the pan. You know?
Look at that. Salt, vinegar, a bit of lemon.
Mia, that looks lovely, even if I do say so myself.
Well,
I'll tell you
thank
the
you very
weirdest thing
much.
about me, I don't
Look at
like
that.
fish.
Perfect, thank you very much.
Amira, that's from me to you, from 3 generations of frying excellence.
Thank you
I'll
very
fist
much.
pump you.
Oh, fist pump.
Amanda Greasy. Thank you so much.
Now it's time to apologise. You may be able to see that my microphone was not switched on, so I delivered this piece to camera into the ether, and I can vaguely remember what I said. So before talking about the chippy, I'm just going to make a note that the second video I uploaded, I made with a friend. He was filming, and he has a channel, and the name is Filmmaking Progress. So that's the spirit of that was the spirit of this journey. I'm trying new things. I'm experimenting. I'm trying to really learn the ropes of documentary filmmaking ultimately. But these are just travel vlogs, and mistakes are gonna happen. So this was really the first one. There will be some more. Just stick around and see them. But yeah, filmmaking progress. Let's keep that in mind. Now I want to speak about Nories fish and chips in Oban, and particularly about Tony, who you saw in the video. He's got a man with a winning smile, lovely man, and exactly what Plus Ultra, this channel, is all about. He was so helpful to me, but he was also so knowledgeable about Oban, about fish and chips, about history, and he was very engaged. And to be honest, he was exactly the kind of person that I hope this channel will appeal to. And I could talk for a long time about the things Tony was telling me, but I'm not going to do that, because if you stick around this channel, you will understand them. I do want to say that he gave me the fish and chips on the house, and I thank him and the whole team at Nories. Again, they're all very nice, and he didn't need to do that, but that was just very generous and very in keeping with his character. A fishy character, I would say, because he himself doesn't like fish, so what's he doing running a chippy? And that was something I only heard on the edit as well. But anyway, about the fish and chips, I don't know, I'm looking now at myself eating them, and I enjoyed them tremendously. They were the best fish and chips I've ever had in my life. The fish, it had such a fresh, it was tasty, really strong, good flavour, but really fresh as well, which is quite hard to achieve. So I was trying to battle the seagulls and not have them steal my dinner. But it was a lovely end to the day, and a meal thoroughly deserved. And I thank once again Nories and all his staff. It was incredible. Thank you. I'm still savouring that chippy, but I had to rush up the hill to finish the filming today, because this place is very important. I first took a note of it 6 years ago, and I wanted to come back because this place was built by John McCaig. He was a very wealthy man of Oban in the late 19th century, and he wanted to build a monument to his family, and very importantly, at that time, at the end of the 19th century, many stonemasons who had this skill, this craft, they couldn't find work in the winter months. Summer was okay, but winter, no. And what John McCaig did was, he didn't sit on his money, he didn't spend it extravagantly, he didn't invest it abroad. He invested it in the labour of the skilled artisans of the place where he was from. And in doing so, he created this monument to family, and to labour, and also the whole place just evokes classical architecture. It looks like a Roman viaduct. So it's an extremely virtuous thing to do, and I think I just want to, in retrospect, pay homage to John McCaig for doing that, for making that decision. And also, I need to research this, but thankfully our man in the chippy, he just informed me now that this place actually changed Scots property law because of the inheritance of it. So update on that later. But finish. What a day. I thought this day would be about Celtic Christian history on Iona. Turned into more or less just a food voyage around the west of Scotland. Delicious. Change of plan though, but delicious. But that's the end. Right, I'm going to wet my whistle